Asteroids are minor planets, especially of the inner solar system. Larger asteroids have also been called planetoids. Turns out that asteroids are key to figuring out how the solar system came to be, and that they're more interesting than they appear at first glance. We have 10 facts about asteroids that will make you reconsider that biased first impression. 1. Most asteroids are in a belt. While there are asteroids all over the solar system, there's a huge collection of them between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Some astronomers think that could have formed into a planet if Jupiter was not nearby. By the way, this belt may erroneously create the impression that it is chock full of asteroids and require some fancy Millennium Falcon-style maneuvering, but in reality there are usually hundreds or thousands of miles in between individual asteroids. This shows the solar system is a big place. 2. Asteroids have moons. While we think of moons as something that orbits a planet, asteroids also have smaller bodies that orbit them. The first known one was Dactyl, which was discovered in 1993 to be orbiting a larger asteroid called Ida. More than 150 asteroids are known to have moons, with more being discovered periodically. A more recent example is one discovered orbiting asteroid 2004 BL86, which passed 750,000 miles (1.2 million kilometers) from Earth in early 2015.3. We have flown by, orbited and even landed on asteroids. NASA says there are more than 10 spacecraft that accomplished at least one of these, so we'll just cover a couple of examples here. Near Shoemaker touched down and survived for weeks on 433 Eros in 2001 despite not being designed to do it. NASA's Dawn spacecraft spent months orbiting Vesta, the second largest member of the asteroid belt, in 2011 and 2012. And in 2010, Japan's Hayabusa spacecraft made an astonishing return to Earth bearing samples of asteroid Itokawa that it nabbed in 2005.4. Asteroids are too small to support life as we know it. That's because they're too tiny to even hold onto atmospheres. Their gravity is too weak to pull their shape into a circle, so they're irregularly shaped. To get a sense of just how small they are in aggregate, NASA says the mass of all the asteroids in the solar system is less than our moon, which only has a tenuous exosphere itself. Despite their small size, water may flow on asteroid surfaces. Observations of Vesta released in 2015 show gullies that may have been carved by water. The theory is that when a smaller asteroid slams into a bigger one, the small asteroid releases a layer of ice in the bigger asteroid it hit. The force of the impact briefly turned the ice into water, which streaked across the surface. As for how the ice got there in the first place, it's possible that comets deposited it in some way, but that's still being investigated as well. 5. An asteroid could have killed the dinosaurs. The fossil record for dinosaurs and other creatures of their era show them rapidly disappearing around 65 million or 66 million years ago. According to National Geographic, there are 2 hypotheses for this event: an asteroid or comet hitting the Earth, or a huge volcano eruption. The case for an asteroid comes from a layer of iridium, a rare element on Earth, but not in meteorites that is found all over the world, and a crater called Chicxulub in Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula that is about 65 million years old. Iridium, however, is also found inside the Earth, which lends credence to some theories that it was volcanoes instead. In either case, the resulting debris blocked the sun and eventually starved those survivors of the impact.